Football Dad's Army. Someone's just asked me a question. Why do I think Arsenal's going to win the league? Here's why. Football Dad's Army have just seen the team sheet for tonight's Now listen, let me tell you something about this season. There's a difference. There's a huge difference in Arsenal's title charge from last season to title charge from this season. So, make your point. Why do I think this year's the year? Well, I thought last year was the year. I was wrong. You know, we did run into a few problems last year towards the end of the season, and we drew some games that we was winning. We lost some games that we should have won, especially that Nottingham Forest game, Southampton game. The games we drew when we was 2-0 up as well to West Ham, Liverpool. You know, we was winning both of them games 2-0 and they come back 2-2. So there was a lot of things going wrong for us last season, with injuries as well. Thomas Partey, William Saliba. He's a key factor to my feelings this year, why I think we're going to win the league. Now, his partnership with Gabriel has flourished, absolutely blossomed, bloomed, whatever words you want to use. That defensive partnership is the best defensive partnership Arsenal have seen since Campbell and Toure, Adams and Keown. You know, we haven't had a pairing like that for so long. For so long, and that was always our undoing. And last season, I think the injury to Saliba derailed our season, along with Thomas Partey, you know, along with injuries to Jesus as well. There was a few that wasn't very good for us, and you know, it didn't help us in our pursuit of the title when we capitulated completely, and you know, we didn't have anyone replacing Saliba, especially because Rob Holding did step in. You know, he ain't played a game all year this year. I don't even know if he's at the club. I don't even know if he's out on loan or whatever. But that defensive pairing is one of the key factors in our success this season. I know we had a little stumbling block, but every team that wins titles have stumbling blocks. Like, you know, just after Christmas. And yeah, we had a few poor games and lost 3 in a row, and we was all in bits, and our heads had gone, and the players didn't seem like they really wanted to be there for some reason. I don't know, but that break they had in the winter in Dubai really reinvigorated them, regenerated them, and given them their passion back. I believe the training they done out there must have been intense. You know, and they must have had some sort of, because their families went as well. I was against it. I must admit, I was against it, but it worked. And look at them there. And not only is it the defence this season that's so solid, and I don't think Saliba's missed one game this season, especially in the Premier League. I think he's played every game. And the midfield now with Declan Rice. Declan Rice has made a huge difference. A huge difference to our midfield this season. He has been arguably our best player all season. All season, consistently our best player all season. And Odegaard sort of playing a deeper role now. Instead of trying to be just that number 10, he's dropping deep. He's picking up the ball and he's running with the ball. He's making some good passes. He's finding his range with his through balls, and he's becoming an all-round midfielder now, in my opinion. He does drop deeper. He's more involved in the build-up, and that is going a long way. Instead of waiting for the ball up there in that number 10 spot, he's waiting for. He's dropping, and he's getting involved in the build-up as well, and playing 1-2s. They're playing in like triangles, squares, and their movement is so much better. And you know, even. Could mention Havertz in the last few games as well, with this false 9 role that he's adapting to, that he is now playing better than what he was playing when he was in the midfield. So since the winter break, he hasn't he hasn't really played a lot of games in that midfield. It's been more Odegaard and Odegaard with Rice in that central area. And I think it is working. It is working, and they're playing off each other. And then, you know, with Jorginho in there as well, especially when Jorginho's in there as well, it's allowing Rice to push up the pitch a lot further up. And he's scoring goals, you know, he's taking the set pieces. He's doing really, really well. And it's a difference. I mean, the attack has been the same. Martinelli and not the attack, say the wingers have been the same, because sometimes the middle striker, Jesus or Havertz or Trossard, but the wingers, Martinelli and Saka, you know, it's been the same, and the output is very similar to last season. So there's no difference there with him. Saka is playing a lot better since the break as well than what he did just before, and he looks a bit jaded. I know people were saying he's overused, but he's young enough and, you know, and fit enough to keep playing every game, and as long as he can keep going at that level and you know, keep his fitness up, I think we've got every chance. We've got every chance of winning this title. You know, we're no worse than Liverpool. We're no worse than Man United, Man City, excuse me. We're on par. We're on par this season, and it's proved it the last 7 games. And people were saying, don't get gassed up because you're only beating teams like Burnley and Sheffield United, you know, but we've also beaten teams like Newcastle, good side, Liverpool, good side, very good side. I know they've had a few injuries, but they didn't have them injuries when we played them. I know Mo Salah was at the African Cup of Nations, but still, they've still had other players there. They still had most of the rest of their team. So, in my opinion, I think we've got a fantastic chance. I think we have. And why not? Why shouldn't we win it? Tell me why we ain't going to win this. Tell me why not. We're not there yet. I didn't think we was there yet, but the last 7 games have been immense. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you soon.